Social equity, right, it's a double-edged sword. You got gifted, not necessarily gifted, but you have this opportunity now to be a licensed operator, but you have to put in the work.
When most people think about cannabis, they think about retail. But the industry isn't sustained by retail alone. It's built on infrastructure, including cultivation, manufacturing, distribution, delivery, and an entire ecosystem. The systems that make sustainability possible.
So I've been in the space for quite some time. I was infatuated with the plant at a very young age, and coming from the traditional side of things, it was exciting for the opportunity to actually do things legally and correctly. So building an actual business based on cannabis was almost a dream for me. Vertically integrated means that basically we have every single license in hand and we're able to produce from seed to sale. We go through the whole process. So what that means is we have cultivation, we're able to grow our plant, grow our flower, we're able to package it in our unique brand or package it for others, we're able to distribute it and ultimately sell it out our front door.
The vertical integration really gives us a way to show the customer from seed to sale, and we're bringing it right up through the processes and delivering the best product we can to them. So
cultivation never stops, right? As an indoor cultivator, we're basically growing 24/7.
You have to have dependable people, there's time schedules that you need to meet, there's lots of critical points. There's a handful of systems out there that really regulate temperature, depending on the nutrients that we feed our plants, watering cycle times, light cycle times. There's also heavy genetics testing. We do lots of pheno hunting for different strains and things like that. Finding the right product that we feel is jarrable and will represent our brand.
Distribution and manufacturing are a little bit different. There's a lot more leeway here, just depending on what's coming in and what's not coming in. So definitely a lot going on. I wouldn't be able to do it by myself, which is why I need all these, we'll call them lieutenants, right? Operating the business.
We rely on our employees because they are the final say. They're the ones who have their hands on the product, and communication with them helps us to maintain that what we're getting from distribution and cultivation is actually what we expect every time at retail.
It's all about cannabis knowledge too. So a lot of our staff members are very knowledgeable with every product that's in the store. So we make sure that we pick out the product that's exactly what you need.
I started off on the cultivation side. That's the first license I got. Integration into metric was very challenging.
To be a successful cultivator and work within any type of license through the industry, you do need to understand, obviously, our compliance systems, the track and trace system, understanding what the SOPs that are provided from the DCC, possibly the DCR, any of our local regulators, having proper training to get through that.
So over time, we developed SOPs that help us get through our day-to-day operations, and everything specific per license. So the retail store opens at 6 a.m. So 5:45, we got staff coming in.
It's a blessing to be a part of it. It's a blessing to see where we started and where we're at now, and to talk about our future.
Launching the brand, The Chronic, right? And if you know the history, there's a lot of responsibility with that brand name. So I feel very blessed having the opportunity to actually work with that name. So I have to make sure that when I do give product out, it is of the highest quality and people have to respect it, right? It's a respectable name in this industry. So.
Our culture is about the community. We are a part of the community, and we're happy to be a part of the community. I grew up in this neighborhood, so it's extra special to me. Everybody has their local coffee shop, their local donut shop. We're the local cannabis shop.
Yeah.
This is the most regulated industry in the world, right? And there's so many different levels, there's so many different obstacles, right?
Cannabis is 75% compliance almost. So being that much of a part of the industry, I think A lot of operators and new owners think that's something they might be able to handle themselves, but a successful operation needs to definitely have a compliance manager and somebody who's familiar, who can provide trainings and things like that, and guaranteed SOPs to make sure that we're staying within, the regulations.
Compliance and, the 10 different levels of taxing going on, and now with the city of LA, with building and safety and the fire department, it's super challenging to operate here. I understand that this came from an underground illegal place, but now that it's legal, it's challenging because we're constantly being looked down upon, and it's challenging enough just to get a license. And once we get these licenses, we need that additional help to be able to operate. I think the tools are there. The DCR, I think you're doing a good job in having the platform available, but I still feel that people need that push, right, to get in there and actually utilize, what you guys have available.
I do feel that there's a lot of operators out there that aren't taking advantage of as many of their resources as they can. And I think that that's something that we've really tried to do here at Nova, especially starting with Orlando and, being part of the social equity program.
I'm very passionate about this. I did time for this whole thing. So for me, being involved, this is vindication and validation. Coming from the streets, let's keep it real, and seeing the evolution of cannabis, and now being a business owner in the city of LA, talking to Dr. B, this is a special day for me. So. There's so many opportunities that come out of cannabis and this whole operation. And it's interesting, right? It starts with the plant.
On the retail side, you're seeing a finished product that's already jarred, but you don't understand the journey that it took.
I think we need to look at the whole business model, and I think we got to work on it collectively.
If it was a point of advice that I could give to anybody that was out there is be involved with your cannabis community. Use the resources that you have. It's the only way that we're all going to stay together as a community and continue to move forward and be successful.
Nova Grow Labs reminds us that equity isn't just about access, it's about continuity. The future of this industry depends on the operators building durable systems behind the scenes. Because the backbone of cannabis isn't just about what happens at the counter, it's about many moving parts that contribute to a new and innovative industry.